Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to the Quiffcast with me, Rob Baines, and Charlotte Smarty.
Still more accurate than all the other times you've tried to pronounce my
Smarties.
name.
I haven't had Smarties in a while, actually.
Remember when the blue ones were meant to have the hallucinogenic properties and
Nope.
people just ate the blue ones?
I don't remember that at all.
Oh.
I didn't even know that theory.
Apparently something in the colourant made children go insane. Or maybe extra hyper. So they got rid of them for a while, and then they released a packet of just blue Smarties.
Oh.
But with all the chemicals taken out of them.
Okay. So it's like, here you go, we think they're coming back in a big way, but they're not really.
Yeah, Google it.
Will do. So today, we're going to talk about, yes, you guessed it, Doctor Who. We have actually not done a Doctor Who related Quiffcast since Series 0 of the Quiffcast.
Oh, I thought you meant Series 0 of Doctor Who.
No. And there's a lot of Doctor Who that's happened since. But you have only just got back into it, haven't you?
I've never been into it, to be honest, up until now. Really.
You like some of the DTs.
The only reason why I watched them is so I could understand what you were going on about at school.
Okay.
I don't mind David Tennant as an actor, but it wasn't something that I would watch readily.
Yes.
Out of choice.
Yes.
If it was on, I'd watch it. Sorry, I was full of hiccups and dinner.
But yeah, it's Doctor Who's come back, and to be honest, I was coming towards the end of Peter Capaldi's stint. I didn't really watch it. I think season 10 or series 10, whatever you want to call it, that's the season I didn't watch, purely because I felt the writing was getting quite bad and inconsistent.
And a bit stupid. And
the characters were very inconsistent. Each series, like a companion was written differently to the season previous, or the Doctor was totally different. Peter Capaldi started off as like a very serious Doctor, and then he got really.
The first episode of his thing was a T-Rex in London.
I know, but his Doctor as a character was like.
I think he would have worked as a serious Doctor, but the writing for him just didn't work, to be honest. I mean, we watched the first episode in the cinema, and to be honest, I didn't really even enjoy that too much.
50th was really good.
50th was good. I did enjoy that.
That's one of my favourite episodes of Moffat's era of Doctor Who.
Were we in Birmingham? We were in Birmingham.
We were at Comic-Con. Speaking of which, we're actually got Comic-Con right now. This episode
does this actually go out when we're going out? Yeah, so we did need to record it today.
So we're at Comic-Con at the moment. So that's just segueing right there. Me and Charlotte and a few of our friends are at MCM Comic-Con, which is where we we went to Comic-Con when we saw the 50th Doctor Who. We went to see it at Birmingham.
We did. And
we're back at the same Comic-Con today. If you're listening to this on the day that it was released or the day after, we're at Comic-Con at the moment. Actually, if you're listening to this Quiffcast and you're going to Comic-Con and you see us, and you're listening to it right now and you spot us, come and say hi. And it'll be very ironic that you're listening to the Quiffcast whilst you're at Comic-Con and then you see us. That's a very unlikely event to happen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
Yeah. It could.
It could happen. It's always the realm of possibilities is endless. Endless. But yeah, so I think we're going to be talking a bit about the new era of Doctor Who today, which is Chris Chibnall's era of Doctor Who, with the first female Doctor,
Jodie Whittaker.
What's your opinion? I mean, you watched it.
I've watched.
You watched one episode live, and then you actually asked if you could see the other ones.
That is true.
What did you think of the episodes you've seen? I think there's only one episode you haven't seen.
I didn't see last week's, which was about Yaz's grandma.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I came into was the spider one,
mm-hmm.
and I hate spiders. I just hate spiders. But that episode, the story was actually really engaging, and I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy it, even though it was about spiders.
I thought with that one,
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, here we go. This is going to be a creep factor in this one.
Yeah.
But I think it was a good balance. Like, it was creepy, but not to the degree... I thought... I was
not
thinking...
to the degree where you think, I'm not going to let my kids watch this.
Were they going to go into, like, jump scares and stuff with this one? I don't think they did that much.
No, there was an element of it. I mean, spiders are just horrible creatures anyway.
Yeah.
And I would just leave the room if there was one in there anyway. But no, the story was really good. And I like how the doctor's, like, kind of... set to like the no gun rule. I like how it's not dramatically changed, like the core principles of the Doctor are the same. But to be honest, I was quite sceptical when I heard about Jodie Whittaker becoming the Doctor, because I wasn't sure whether a female could actually pull off that iconically male role.
I think everyone was sort of thinking. I mean, there's a lot of people.
It's like, are we just changing this just to empower women? But she's actually really good.
No, yeah, she's actually really good.
And I think they picked the right person, disregarding gender. If they found a man that fit the role perfectly, I'm sure they would have gone for him. But she fits the role really well, and she's done a fantastic job so far.
I don't think they set out to cast a female Doctor.
No, but I like how they opened it to everyone. I was listening to a radio interview with her on Radio 1, and she was going on about her interview process. She said that it was open to everyone, but they had to send in videotapes of them actually doing something to send off to get the role of the Doctor. And she was hopping around her flat with a cardboard box full of wires pretending to defuse a bomb. But she had to send the family members to bed because even they weren't allowed to know what she was actually rehearsing for. So she was in a room on her own with a video camera, videoing herself pretending to defuse a box.
I want to see that video.
But that's what she was talking about, and her accent is so thick. Like not as in thick, but like a thick Yorkshire accent. Yeah. It took a bit for me to understand, and we're northern.
Yeah, there was a bit. There was a few complaints. I don't know. Well, there's a few like posts online where Americans had to stick the subtitles on for like, one of the first few episodes.
Come on, really? She's not that bad, but then again, we're from the north.
Yeah, we can understand it perfectly. Well,
is Sheffield the Midlands, or is that like?
She's got
Yorkshire, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Yorkshire accent. Yeah, I mean, the Sheffield has that sort of accent, I think. But I think there's a bit of a range. I mean, all the characters, companions-wise and stuff, have different sorts of levels of the accent.
I think the companions work.
Yeah, Bradley Walsh is amazing.
He is, and to be honest, and I saw he was going to be a companion, and I was like, why? But he's actually a really good actor, and he's embraced his role brilliantly, and I think he definitely is a solid character in the series so far. And definitely the writing has been fantastic to all the characters involved.
Yeah.
Like, in some way or other, you know about their background and their stories have been entwined and all this nonsense that's gone on.
Yeah.
Totally. And I think it really works.
Has there been any episodes that have stood out? I mean, I know there's only been
to me. I enjoyed the first episode. It's a shame that Bradley Walsh's like what's his face's grandma that he was like married to. It's a shame that she wasn't in it for as long as I think she should be, but it worked for the story.
Yeah, there's a degree of loss in.
Yeah. I also like how they're what's his name?
Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan. Yeah.
Right. I like how him and Bradley are like coming together.
Yes, there's
slowly they're getting to know each other
through
a
the
bit
series
better.
arc. The sort of it's building that relationship, and
Yeah, which
you know,
is
it's-
nice.
Yeah,
I did like the death race.
Death Race. Oh yes,
I enjoyed that one.
that was an interesting one.
That was an interesting concept. I thought it was quite cool.
Definitely got the budget now for more variants of locations.
I like how different each episode's been,
Yes,
because that kind of keeps you hooked.
and they're reaching into the more history side of Doctor Who again, which is something that
the Rosa Parks one
was amazing. That's
was
what
really
I was going to.
good.
That's what I was going to say. The one that stand out for me.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the first time I've, teared up over a Doctor Who in a while. To a normal episode as well. Because sometimes, classically, regeneration episodes are very sad because, it's the Doctor, last of their Doctors. But this was one of the first episodes where
the fact that she couldn't do
normal
anything
episode.
and she knew she couldn't do anything
Yeah.
to actually make the future better.
but they had to sort of get
They had
involved
to
to
get
do it.
involved. Yeah.
Get it, set history on the right course sort of
That
thing.
was a fantastic episode, but...
And educational.
And educational, yeah, because, a lot of the kids nowadays don't actually get told about Rosa Parks.
No.
I didn't know Rosa Parks until I heard about what the new Doctor Who episode was.
Yeah.
I knew about a lady that's refused to sit down on refused to move from a seat, but I didn't know who she was called, and I think that's kind of good.
You sort of, I knew the sort of history.
But I didn't know who was involved and what happened, that kind of thing. And
it sort of added a bit more context to it and stuff.
And it's spurred a lot of kids nowadays to actually look up the history and see what's gone on. But I thought it was really good and quite relevant to what's going on today.
I think so. Yeah. There's
white supremacists in America and everything, like the Nazis and stuff. I think it's very relevant to what's going on today.
It's educational, and that is the point.
Yeah.
It's good that the writers are wanting to give off some sort of message. I think it's not in your face. Got to get these messages out to the kids. It's translating them in a format that they can understand and
want to research themselves.
Yeah. If they want to find out more about this stuff, then they're welcome to do so.
Yeah.
They can ask the teachers about it, and generally there's an interest in it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they might get some they might get some marks put down if they mention that the doctor was involved in in the exam paper and stuff.
Yeah.
But but yeah, no, that was an episode that really stood out for me. And I think there's been a few episodes where it's been a bit weak on story, but I think overall so far in this season,
I think the fact that they've not included any of the traditional enemies has mixed it up a bit and
totally
left it open for a really big story if they do want to get involved.
Yeah.
But I also think because they've mixed it up a lot, they've encouraged a lot of new fans to come in to the series. Me being included, because I do enjoy it. I've actually found a Doctor that I like.
Yeah,
I do like David Tennant. Don't get me wrong, but he's your Doctor.
Yeah. No, but I love the fact that in the first episode of Jodie's season, the TARDIS wasn't in it. It didn't appear at all, and I absolutely adored that fact. Maybe some people didn't, but no, I just loved the fact that the TARDIS wasn't in it, and it's just just shows that you don't need the TARDIS to be a central point.
Episode.
And to be honest, the TARDIS hasn't been a major point, which it should be. It's just the TARDIS is meant to be literally a vessel to get from story to story. I mean, yes,
I do like how pretty the TARDIS is.
Yeah, it's a lovely design, and it's very organic again.
Very organic, not too busy.
No, it's quite...
Not too big either.
No,
I know it's meant
like
to be big on the inside, but seriously, it just focuses on the console, and that's quite nice.
It's not like doesn't feel like a science fiction spaceship. I love all the different TARDIS designs, but I love the more organic styles because it feels more like a living thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like a spaceship.
But it is like meant to be a living thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So I've seen all that. All that. What do you think about the future then? Do you think
future of
Doctor Who in terms of Jodie's...
So far in the series that I haven't detected an underpinning storyline. Like
a series arc.
Like a series arc. I haven't seen one.
No, that's a good point,
but
actually.
It doesn't... all the episodes are linked together.
Mm-hmm.
By, like, travelling from one place to another. Fair enough.
But
there's no real underlying story arc.
If you jumped on at a later stage, you wouldn't
get...
Like, what's going on here?
You could come in at any point, and I think they've done that purposely for people who weren't sure about Doctor Who. They see an episode, they go, "Oh, I like that."
Yeah.
For the first series, but I think maybe towards the end of this series they will introduce maybe a story arc halfway through. I mean, I don't know how many episodes.
There's 10 now in a series.
10 now in a series. So what episode are we on now?
6, I think. I think it's 6. Yeah.
So maybe next week they'll probably introduce maybe an underlying story arc, which may go on to the. I've hit the microphone. I'm sorry, Ash. Go on to towards the 10th episode. And then it'll end on a cliffhanger. Yeah, it's there's been big news recently. The fact that there's not a Christmas special this year. It's a New Year special this year, so they're giving it a week. Which I think might be good, because if it's like something they've never done an episode that's been, I don't think they have, like New Year related. So, do you think the New Year related episode will be the 10th one? The end of this series? No, I think there's a break. Or is it the midpoint? Because the series arc might be introduced on the 10th episode and could link to the New Year episode. I don't know. Maybe. I think it might be a cliffhanger for the... Because there is a little break between the end of this season and... There's got to be a cliffhanger somewhere to keep people hooked. Yeah. I think so. There eventually will be a story arc, but at the minute I think they're trying to get as much... audience as they possibly can. They might do a cliffhanger to say, because I didn't say there were any classical. They might introduce a classical Doctor Who for that New Year or something. Yeah, I think it's nice that they've introduced like new things. I mean, today's episode, last week's episode, if you're listening to this, with the posties, the Kablam people. Yeah, Kablam. Yeah, I kind of liked it. Originally, it kind of threw me off a bit because originally I thought the postie guys were going to be the enemy, and they sort of were. No, but that's good though, isn't it? But then they weren't, and they were creepy. I don't like them. They remind me of the little puppet guys, like Jigsaw. Oh yeah. They remind me of that. And when I saw a GIF on Twitter earlier on Sunday last week, of the little puppet guy, and I thought, that's awful. I don't like that. And they were creepy, but I kind of like how it was like a machine asking for help from a human's wrongdoing. No, but it's good. I love that. I love that twist. Turn things on its head, and I would like to see that in the future of more episodes, like different twists and turns. And I'm sure it'll happen again. Yeah, I totally didn't expect that ending for the episode. I didn't expect him to be the enemy. No, I didn't. I didn't want to spoil it to anyone. I'm just going to say him. It's a man. Him. Him. It. Do you remember him from Powerpuff Girls? Yes. He used to creep me out. I'm not even sure that it was a he. Because he's like a cross-dressing devil or something. Yeah, devil crab thing who had bats a lot. Yeah. And a like pink furry thing around his neck. And was quite a weird echo. Quite sexualised in some way. Yeah. He's not in a new episode, not in a new series. No, because that's wrong nowadays. No, can't have that. Nope. Never. That was a tangent. That was just going from Doctor Who to Powerpuff Girls. That's a great segue. Oh, well. I think
this is time for a word
I'm going to have a drink.
from our sponsor. Introducing the Quivcore Turdis.
You know, I heard a joke last week about a turdis.
Did you? Go on.
I can't say it.
Introducing the Quivcore Turdis. If you ever sat on the toilet whilst you're having a doo-doo.
I do.
And...
Never heard someone call that a doo-doo.
A doo-doo?
It's not the first word that comes to mind.
Well, the first word that comes to mind is not appropriate for Quivcast audiences.
It's not just me.
When you sat having a doo-doo, what you do is you think of where you'd like to go. So, it uses the mental capacity of your doo-doo to do...
Wow, like you should work in advertising.
Thanks.
No, I meant like presenting it.
Alright, okay. Technically I do work in...
I know you do.
A bit. Anyway, so...
You dabble.
The doo-doo. I dabble in advertising. So when you're having a doo-doo, you think about where you want to go. So using the mental essence of your doo-doo. The mental essence of your doo-doo, it takes you to...
I'm sorry, that's not the stench. That's my mental essence.
to the place your doo-doo wish you to go.
So you'd be sat on the toilet and suddenly you'll find yourself somewhere completely different.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The open toilet door.
You can't go back until you need another doo-doo.
So you have to wait until you need a poop.
Yeah.
Then go for a poop. And wind up somewhere entirely different.
Well, depends on
entirely different.
Depends on the mental essence of your doo-doo.
So it would genuinely rely on what you've eaten that day. So say you wanted to go home.
If you channeled the location you wish to go to, whilst you were doing
So it doesn't matter the composition of the doo-doo.
You have to channel it. It's best to think about where you want to go whilst you're eating, and then the food takes that
whilst you're eating. Okay.
And digesting, I suppose. It depends which.
Yeah, so you've got to constantly think of where want to go.
Whilst your body is creating the doo-doo. It's processing the doo-doo.
So that's like constant thinking that I want to go somewhere.
Only when you're digesting it.
How do you know?
Well, you have to just, you have to channel that mental energy into your body.
You don't know when you're not digesting, though.
And then, if the doo-doo's right...
How do you know if it's right?
If the doo-doo's right...
Doo-doo's never right.
Then that's where you go. Anywho.
So any time you're going to appear somewhere completely different.
Depending on your doo-doo. Depending on what you're thinking of.
So would
when that specific doo-doo...
Would the turdis just arrive in that place? Say if I went to my bathroom and it was a turdis, and I thought about going downstairs.
Yeah.
My turdis would arrive downstairs in the kitchen. And then I thought, I need to check on
that thing in the oven. And then you open the turdis door and there's the oven.
There's the oven door, and you could still reach it while you were on the toilet.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It'd be great if someone could draw this. That'd be great. It's like someone sat on the
animate
on the toilet.
It.
Just open turdis door, hand out, opens the oven. Oh, your chicken's not done yet. Shuts the oven.
Just temp it.
Hands come back in. Closes door. Turdis appears like downtown. I need to buy some shoelaces.
Sorted.
Just rack up in boys.
Yeah. Lovely times. So we're at Comic-Con at the moment.
We are at Comic-Con.
How many doctors did you see at Comic-Con?
Oh, I've lost count.
Loads of Geordies around.
So many Geordies. Saw a Deadpool version of Geordie Whittaker.
Yeah, that was interesting. Bob Ross again.
Yeah.
Bob Ross is always there. Obviously, Harley Quinn was there.
Oh yeah, and the Joker.
What are we dressed as?
I'm going as Diva.
You are. You have gone.
I have.
As...
I am Diva.
You are gone. Yes, you are. No, this is a you
but
are.
I'm
yeah.
not just. I'm not just Squishy D. I am Mechanic D.
Mechanic D.
Mm-hmm. A mechanized D.
Nice. From the animated short.
Shooting Star.
Yeah. And I'm going as Tracer.
You
just
are going
classic
as
Tracer.
From Beardy Northern Tracer.
No, I'm not bearded. I'm Sherwood.
Aww.
I'm Sherwood.
Currently, you're bearded.
I am currently bearded, but I'm not currently bearded.
But you are currently
but
bearded.
I'm not.
But I want you to be.
No.
I'm wishing you are.
No.
Aww. I think that would add to the northernness somehow.
A bearded Tracer.
Yes.
Cheers, love. Cavalry's here.
Let me get Parmo.
Let me get Parmo and I'll be with you. Oh, I could kill for a Parmo.
They don't have Parmos in Birmingham.
They don't. They don't.
They
which
don't.
is
It's just a
a
shame.
Disadvantage.
There's chicken in bechamel sauce.
Yeah, just we'll have to just bring
chicken.
our own ingredients. Up to Sainsbury's and
Sit in a hotel room,
yeah, making a Parmo.
smacking a piece of chicken to make it flat.
Yeah, we'll ask the staff at Ibis.
Can you make
do you
sure
have a roller?
Do you have a meat
Do you have a roller?
tenderizer? I need it upstairs.
No, it's interesting. We're going to see a film as well. We probably we have. I don't know. The tense is all over the place at the moment.
We
Usually.
are going to see The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Are we?
We are.
We have.
We are. Because if we are currently at con now, the film won't have started.
Okay. Well, depends.
Because currently it's 8 after morning.
It's 8 after morning. My clock says that. So
It's actually A.16 after morning.
it is. This is no context whatsoever. My clock's broken in my bedroom, and the AM and PM switched up, and I count it as after morning or presently morning.
Wait, presently morning.
Yeah, that's what my thing is.
Oh!
Jesus! Did you see the spike on the?
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Just eating a chili. I burped directly in your face.
Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness.
Drank so much Coke today.
Right. Okay. On another note, oh dear, whilst we're speaking about Comic Con, I want to just say a couple of words. Recently, no,
A few days ago.
a few days ago, in our time, wherever this tense is going, recently on our time, there was a sad incident that happened. The passing of a great legend in terms of comic book and superhero history, the legend known as Stan Lee. And I just want to say thank you to Stan Lee for all the amazing characters, all the amazing stories,
And all the cameos.
The amazing cameos.
In not only Marvel but also DC films.
That's true. And yeah, that's true actually.
Mm-hmm.
And animated films, video games.
Yeah.
All sorts
all
of
the
things.
Lego games.
Simpsons. Simpsons a few times. Lego games as well, yeah. But yeah, just want to say thank you to that legend of a man.
Mm-hmm. Excelsior,
yeah. Yeah, we'll probably will do another. I think we should do a Quipcast where we just pretty much go over all our favourite Stan Lee moments, or at least have a section. But I just thought I'd say something now whilst it's whilst it's quite recent. And he's a man that's on a lot of people's minds and a lot of people's hearts at the moment. So I thought,
nice.
Thank you, Stan Lee. You amazing person. Thank you. Thank you for the memories. But yeah, so our thoughts are with his family and just all the fans, in every fan's heart. He's the news has touched a lot of people's hearts, including ours. So yeah, just thought I'd say something like that.
Very.
Whilst, yeah. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to suppress a burp at the worst time.
God, he's talking about an emotional thing. I don't want to
can't burp.
I don't want to let one go right now. This wouldn't be very appropriate.
Wouldn't be appropriate.
No. But anyway, yes. So thank you very much for listening to this Quiffcast. Hope you've enjoyed it. We will in the next one. I'm sure we'll talking about more of what we're doing currently in Comic-Con.
Yes.
And we've actually got a debate coming up. We've planned a special Quiffcast coming up with us. We're going to have a guest. Hopefully, I don't want to say something like, it's
even I
confirmed.
don't know what's going on right now.
But there's actually a debate planned.
Okay, is it something that I can argue the toss about?
We're going to have Charlie Leach debate against superhero films.
All right,
to us.
okay, all right.
So that's a planned thing.
That we can do.
Might be the next episode with us. It might be the one after. We don't know, but it's planned. It's put in the schedule.
I'm gonna try and get through the whole thing without him going, "Oh, well, you see, right."
Oh, come on now.
Come on, superhero films.
Now you see, you see, the thing about that is.
Have you seen this Japanese film about this weirdo on this hill?
It's going to be a weird episode.
It's great.
I guarantee it's going to be a weird episode because just Charlie.
Charlie has a very eclectic film taste.
He does.
And some of them are absolutely smashing. Some of them are very, very, very weird. And
he's still yet to wear his Wolverine cosplay again.
I really want him to. I really do. And I hope he surprises us tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
In a Wolverine costume.
I think.
Because he needs to carry our bags in style.
That's what we deserve.
He's the hero we deserve.
He's the
hero we need.
Charlie Veen. Wolver Charlie.
I watched the Japanese Wolverine yesterday.
What?
Because it was on TV.
Japanese Wolverine?
You know, the one where he's in Japan.
Oh, Wolverine.
The Wolverine.
Yeah.
It was rubbish. I'm sorry.
Oh, you never watched it before?
No, I've seen it.
Oh.
It's still rubbish.
Oh.
It's really bad. Really bad. I feel for Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
It is very... Just to end it on that.
The
Wolverine is bad. And I love Wolverine.
There you go.
As an X-Men fan first.
Yeah. X-Men Origins as well, though.
See, I didn't mind that one.
Oh, God. Taking on a different level here now. Anyway... Something to discuss in a future Quiffcast, I suppose.
Sabretooth is a good character.
Okay.
I can argue on that one.
Until next time, thank you very much for listening. Follow if you enjoyed on all your favourite podcast platforms, including Spotify, iTunes, and Cassette.
I'm saying nothing. I've not heard of that one before.
Literally Cassette.
On Cassette,
get
like
mailed,
a literal
get mailed a cassette.
Here's that podcast.
Ash specifically records these onto cassette, and if you
I really want a cassette player, specifically a Sony from Guardians of the Galaxy.
And if you request one from Ash,
I'd like one for Christmas.
If you request one from Ash, he will
Post
mail out
one.
The Quiffcast cassette tape with
signatures from both of us.
Mm-hmm. He's going to forge them though, because we
can't be bothered.
No. See you later, guys.
Okay, bye. Bye.